every night game, the history of the game illuminates Arizona State University's baseball team.
All right, lights dozens of feet up in the sky, making a cross-country journey and a new home right here in the desert Southwest. Let's get the explanation for all of this. 12 News journalist Jen Wall is here this morning to dive more into the history here. I didn't even know this.
I know, neither did I, and I love ASU baseball, so this was a really fun story to cover. A longtime Arizonan spent many games under those lights in New York back when they were at the home of the Giants baseball club. And like those ballpark lights, he too made the trip from the Big Apple and set up longtime roots right here in the desert.
That's you in that picture?
That's me in my picture, 16 years old.
Decades of memories preserved on paper.
And this is the famous bat trunk.
Memories that are still very alive in Ed Logan's mind.
This is Willie Mays.
Ed spending his early years in the New York Giants baseball organization.
I literally grew up in the clubhouse. The last season was 1957.
And was popular with his friends because of it.
I brought him to the games. I brought him to the clubhouse. Got a lot of dates with my high school girls. Yeah, it was a big man on campus, you know.
But to Ed, son of a Giants manager, it was just life.
It was natural to me. It was inside baseball. It wasn't like, wow. These were people that, working with my dad. That was it.
Players who were family to Ed.
And they took me under their wing.
And some of the best to ever take the field.
And I was there the first day that Willie Mays came up. And he's now the greatest player in baseball. I gave him the bat. He hit a home run.
Ed, a Giants bat boy, thanks to his dad's career. A career also taking them both hundreds of miles from New York a few years later.
My high school friends didn't even know where Arizona was, and they kidded me. Where are you going to school?
The move for Ed Sr.'s work when the Giants relocated. The new school for Ed Jr.
And Dad said, "No, you better be ASU. Then, when you're in the dorm, I can bring you towels and stuff from the clubhouse and money."
ASU, which also happens to be the home of a big piece of New York Giants history still today.
Yeah, the light poles are original from the Polo Grounds. They're over 100 years old.
10 light poles, once lighting up the home of the New York Giants in Upper Manhattan, made the trip southwest too.
And the Giants called this home for spring training and for their AAA club. So they took the light poles from the Polo Grounds and put them here, and they still stand here today.
Now illuminating Phoenix Municipal Stadium, home to ASU baseball. The lights look a little different now.
So we got rid of the climbing pegs, the safety cables, and even the baskets you would stand in to work on those light fixtures.
They've been upgraded to LEDs, but the poles are all original. Baseball nostalgia.
There is a lot of history beyond the light poles.
He says Willie Mays hit his first home run under the Polo Ground lights in New York.
This was Phoenix's ballpark until the Diamondbacks came.
And Matt Williams hit 4 home runs under the same lights in Phoenix when the Giants' major league scouts were checking him out.
So do you think the lights bring some kind of magic here from back in the day?
I hope so. I've been here for 25 seasons now. I've seen these poles get hit with a foul ball only once, which is pretty remarkable. So they have some sort of magical aura here.
A remarkable sight.
And very few of us can say, I was there under the lights, because I just turned 84 on Easter Sunday.
What's going through your mind as you're watching these new college players come in and play baseball under the same lights that you watched history unfold decades ago?
First of all, I love them. And second of all, when I look out and I see it's all Sun Devil.
Illuminating decades of memories. For Logan, too. Like I said, I just loved covering this story. It was so nice to meet Ed Logan and just chat with him for so long. He was so generous with his time. So if you want to check out the lights in person, you'll have to wait for next season. The Sun Devils played their final game at Phoenix Muni in May. So stay tuned to 12 News for when that 2026 schedule is released.